Hi, it's Joy and Staying Go watching Titans Season 2 Episode 9, Atonement, and I'm very ready for this episode. I'm also very terrified for this episode because I think this is going to be the one where Dick's finally going to tell the rest of the group his secret. Now, I'm still assuming there's more to the story than we know because so far nothing that's happened would be that bad. I can see if it's just like he told the rest of the Titans that he got there and Jericho was already dead, then maybe, you know, that would be something he'd feel guilty about having lied about, but at the same time, I don't think anything Dick did was that bad. I mean, it wasn't like wonderful, but it wasn't bad. I'm very stressed. So yeah, let's go. Also, we visited Kory's plotline. But this wasn't Dick's fault. Like, yeah, he should. Oh god. Well, Dick, I'm so proud of you for this. Okay.
Trying to save me from his father.
It isn't Dick's fault. I mean, yeah, like he shouldn't have gone to the church. But for the original Titans, they already knew he was. They knew he went to the church when Jericho was going to be there, and oh, I'm so proud of Dick.
Lying sack of shit.
Grow up, Hank. That was completely undeserved.
You gotta have truth.
They also all lied to you, kids.
Well,
I mean, your brother is dead because of your father. If your father wasn't a,
Jason.
I mean, Dick had a part in it.
Do anymore.
Oh, Jason.
Anybody does.
He actually was there for you more than anyone else. The rest of the group were awful. Oh.
I'm out too.
Donna,
Donna also lied to you, Rachel.
can I go with you?
But, like, I know Dick was the one you had the bond with.
Sure.
Let's go.
Bye, Hank. You won't be missed. Sorry, just he had no punching Dick. There was no call for that. Like, oh,
Kind of messed up, Dick.
it was, but it's also not as drastically bad as everyone's making out because he didn't kill Jericho himself. Oh, I think Kory's the one person that would have actually been there for Dick.
You're leaving now?
Oh, no, he's so hurt. Reassure him that it's not him you're leaving.
It's out now.
Yeah.
The truth.
Like,
I'll get over it soon.
exactly, she's not leaving because of you, okay, sweetheart? Oh, God, I feel like everyone's abandoning him as well. I just have a lot of feelings about how the rest of the Titans have handled this. Because, I mean, Dick should have told them the truth from the beginning, but they knew he went there when he told Jericho he wouldn't. That's the only thing he did that got Jericho killed, was going there when Jericho was fighting Deathstroke when Jericho was there. Dick had couldn't think, oh, Jericho's going to get killed. Like, Dick didn't do anything to intentionally kill Jericho. So I think all the adult Titans are being a bit petulant here. Like, whiny babies. Because it wasn't that big a deal that he didn't tell them. Whereas the kids is different. The kids, they were lied to about quite a major thing, about how the previous Titans had got an innocent person killed and they weren't told and they kept asking to be told. And so and Rose especially, but the adult Titans. Oh, Dick, I'm sorry. I'd still be with you. I mean, I wouldn't be 100% happy with you, but I'd still be with you.
You're all dead, my queen. Just like she wanted you and me.
Oh dear.
He got a kid killed. Who the fuck hides that?
You were
Someone who feels guilty. Thank you, Rachel.
You played your part.
Yep, thank you,
You all
Rachel.
played a part, and you all decided to keep it a secret.
Thank you, Rachel. What's Rachel doing?
Rachel?
Rachel? So Rachel's just running. Oh my goodness. I was gonna say, like, why is she trusting Donna lied just as much as Dick to her?
Get why everyone else is leaving.
Oh,
Pissed.
Gar.
Yeah, okay.
He hates
And
himself, Gar.
You admitted it. What can you do?
I know, sweetie. That's true.
Here.
That's not what Dick feels.
This pretty much runs itself.
Have they all forgotten about Connor?
The unconscious
Okay,
naked down
good.
the hall. Bruce Wayne?
No, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, thank you, Gar, for not turning on Dick. I don't think Rachel has either. I just don't know what she's up to. Oh, thank you. Dick needed a hug and I couldn't give it to him.
I'll be back.
Yeah, Dick needs to deal with his guilt and keep doing this amazing job he's doing. And it feels like everyone's leaving you, but they'll be back. Gar is the kindest and strongest of all of them. I mean, you got to keep the dog too.
Start date, June 21st. Day Alpha.
I love him a lot.
Let's get started.
He's just so positive. I love him. You haven't had much Gar recently, so this is good. He's just so lovely. I mean, you're the only one here. You don't have to watch up instantly. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's not going to be as optimistic on day 2. Oh, God. That's a very strange time to decide to wake up, 10:22, unless he's been snoozing. Oh, God. Wouldn't the police want to get in touch with them? God, I'm sorry. Where is Rachel and what's she up to? I'm sure we're going to touch in on everyone, but... Oh, sweetie.
Hi.
This is what you normally do after you transform.
Until the others get
He gets to give the speech.
Titan's Tower.
It's not going to mean anything to Connor, though.
Sound a little weird with no context.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor's. Yeah, well, no one's perfect. And you caught him.
Yep.
And then I got shot.
Yeah.
Then, look, the important thing is you're awake now.
He's trustworthy. Oh dear. Oh dear.
How important it is to do what we're all doing.
Yeah, oh God, I love you. He's gonna destroy the bag, you do realise this, Gar. Griff don't like that.
Sorry. Tell Dick I did it.
I love him so much. They're actually gonna do this? Of course they have beautiful voices. I'm still thinking about what they thought happened. I mean, what's the big difference between Dick going, finding Jericho dead, fighting Deathstroke, and Dick going, fighting Deathstroke, and Jericho dying? Because they still knew he broke his promise to Jericho by going. They still knew, you know, the only difference is that Jericho got in the way of the fight. But Dick, you know, when Deathstroke, the grenade thing, went towards Jericho, Dick ran to throw himself on top of it. So Dick was doing everything he could to keep Jericho safe within the fight. So I think they've really overreacted here, especially given that they were also keeping secret and they know what kind of a person Dick is and how much of a grief and guilt he puts on himself. So I'm not really loving this whole happy singing time because I'm very irritated with them at the moment. Lovely as this is, the police would really want to talk to them about what happened with someone died in their house, it burnt down, they vanished. So it's not the police coming after them.
Come back here, and where the hell have you been?
It's very suspicious the way they just vanished.
The living hell. Maybe you've got
It's kind of parallels here to Jericho and Deathstroke. They didn't really have anything to do with his death. I mean, obviously they did because it was their enemy, but they don't know that. Although he did die at their house. Can the game even compute these speeds?
How did you do
This
this?
will be a beautiful friendship, and I'm here for it.
This is amazing. How would you like to be a Titan?
Gara has just taken on this role.
Heroes. I'm not.
Oh, Connor, sweetheart. Yes, you are.
You are.
I mean, saving Jason is a little bit more.
Everybody does.
Yeah. How angry you looked at that gate for making a noise. How could you? Oh, Dick, sweetheart. I still support you and love you. It's all fine. I mean, nothing's fine, but you know.
Hello?
Oh. But this is, he is doing something to do with his grief and his guilt. She also had a hand in her son's death, didn't she? Because she told Deathstroke that he was with the Titans.
I came to say I'm sorry.
He's a really good person.
Sorry.
And really brave, even though he's dying
We made a
inside.
terrible mistake.
They all made it with you, sweetheart.
Used him.
They didn't
Found him
know
in the record.
at first whether he knew about things and was pro Deathstroke or not. And he was going to
Got in the
walk
middle
away,
of the
and then he
family.
found out about his powers, and oh,
They killed him.
his father killed him. You actually told Deathstroke, Jericho, the
loved
whole
you.
truth.
And your friends.
Mm.
I can't forget what you did.
You had a hand in it too.
Pain for you.
He actually told Jericho the truth about everything when you lied to him, and then you told Deathstroke. I get why she would never forgive him, like, but you know. And he was honest with Jericho. He told Jericho everything, and Jericho was making his own choices. And Dick's biggest mistake was following Deathstroke to the church, following Jericho to the church. Oh goodness! Oh my God!
Took my family and
Oh
cast
my
it into the
God.
sea for forgiveness.
He's the one that freaking
Not to you.
stabbed Jericho.
Breathes somewhere out there in the world.
He's not alone.
You can never be
He's
with
me,
them.
and Gar, and Kory.
Not until you've paid for your crime.
And he has accepted his guilt, but you haven't because you fucking stabbed your son!
You didn't deserve a son like him.
Nope.
Neither did we. He was better than the rest of us. And we all let him down.
Yep, even the mum in there. Who's letting the man that stabbed her son just sit and play video games or watch TV?
He's tired. It's
What's happening? Is Jericho living inside Deathstroke? I can't believe this woman is literally just letting the man that stabbed her son live. Unless Jericho did jump into Deathstroke and he's sort of still alive in his own father.
Multiplayer video game.
No, this is not the best way to teach Connor, sweetheart.
Mostly just kept us locked up in the tower.
Can you tell me?
Into a tiger.
And a snake.
No way.
What's a tiger?
I love it.
Whoa.
Oh dear. Oh no, there's the police.
Game on.
Oh dear, this has not gone well. Fly away, run away. This, slight overkill, police. Oh, this has gone really badly. Oh no. It's not all fun and games, I'm afraid, Gar. I feel like the rest of the time needs to come back to help. Train him. Oh, Crypto. Oh no. We're gonna train you, Connor, okay? We can do this. I'm very stressed about this as well. So is this black fire controlling him?
Too weak to run.
She's sussed it.
You never know.
It's us.
Oh dear.
I'm listening to Ellis's.
Med and grief counseling done. We're practically defined by law.
Actually, you met the day your family
I
died.
don't believe that.
I don't either.
Cycle of pain alive.
That's what we are to you. Some sort of twisted,
dear.
fucked up pain response.
Without Hank and Dawn.
I don't really think it'll make that much of a difference, but maybe she does deserve better. God, they're all running on so much grief and guilt and pain. And I think that's part of why they like to just... I mean, all season they've been accusing Dick and using him like as a punching bag to deal with all their bad feelings. And so then with The Secret, they've just done that to another level. I think Kory's twig that's not really her friend.
Let's end this game, Blackfire.
Okay, good, yeah.
To any part of you that's still alive in there.
Oh dear. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Do it.
Oh dear. Oh, Kory, I'm sorry.
Always yours, Martha.
Just
never a day that
killed everyone. Oh dear. See, I do feel like Kory would have been the one that would have actually been there for Dick and kept, like, you know, been a good influence with him. But she's got all this going on, which is obviously a priority, and yeah, stress. Where are you off to, sweetheart? Oh dear.
Far, far away from people.
narrow that down.
No bags.
I think I'd call, like, a mental health helpline.
Passport and credit card.
You know, like, just try and make sure someone was checking in that this guy was okay with no luggage, wanting to go to a place with no people. Dick Sweetie Green Line is not the best call. San Francisco is.
Ice.
Why would you want ice? Just dilutes the drink. You've got a lot of apologies to be making, I think. I believe in you, even if I'm annoyed with you at the moment. And I don't think a bar was the best place to go when you're feeling like this. Oh God, you weren't the right person to handle this by yourself. Oh, please answer it, Dick. He needs you, and you promised him you'd go back.
Dick.
Oh,
It's my fault.
this wasn't your fault, sweetheart.
Call me back, yeah?
Oh, baby. Oh God, where are you? What are you doing? What?
Sir?
Oh God, is this? Oh my God. Is this Jericho? Is he inside of Dick now? Oh my God. See, is this Dick just giving up and just thinking prison's better? Or is this Jericho who's jumped from his father and into Dick now to try and make him lose everything and make him suffer? This is bloody terrible. See, now we learned that Jericho can jump from body to body. I mean, if someone was messing with him in the tower, I don't trust that Jericho isn't still alive. Well, not, I mean, he's dead, but like his consciousness isn't still alive, and maybe his consciousness was in Deathstroke. And now he's jumped into Dick or something, and I'm very stressed about that, because I mean, at the end, that could well have been Dick kind of just thinking, I'm not going to Green Line, I'm giving up on life, and I'm just going to get arrested. But I think that was quite out of character for Dick. I think that could well have been Jericho trying to mess with his life a little bit more. It makes me kind of sad that Jericho... I get why Jericho would be really angry, actually, because he died for Dick and everything, and, you know, Dick promised him he wouldn't go to meet his father, and then he followed him, but... oh, I don't know. I mean, it probably wasn't like that was Dick, that he just literally hit absolute rock bottom and he just doesn't want to have to make choices anymore or be responsible for anything, and that he feels so much guilt, he feels like he deserves to go to prison or something. I'm very stressed about him, though. I know that, I think, like, I know he's gonna come through this, and I know he's gonna become something stronger, something a little bit different, something a little bit Nightwingy, but I'm very stressed for him right now because he's in such a bad place, and I feel like there's no one looking out for him. I still find a problem with the level of reaction the rest of the Titans had. Like, yeah, it sucks that Dick lied to them, and I think they could be angry with him, But like, he didn't kill Jericho. He didn't do anything directly to kill Jericho. You know, he was an idiot, but he was fueled with that same rage that Donna was fueled with when she fought with Deathstroke. You know, they were all party to it. They all sat with Jericho. Any one of them could have, when they first brought Jericho in, said to him, oh no, like, don't trust us, like, Dick's not a good guy, you've got to run, like, we're using you. And they all went along with it, even though they all felt a bit bad. And, you know, Dick was going to go to Jericho, and I fully believe that he was going to go to Jericho and say, oh, we're leaving town, oh, we can't be friends anymore, or, you know, break off the friendship. But then when he saw he had that ability, I actually think bringing him into the Titans was not a bad call, especially as it was a choice Jericho could make. Jericho could say, I don't want to be part of the Titans, but with a power like that, and his father having how it was created and what it did to his father with the weird experiments and stuff, you could see Jericho potentially going down a dangerous path, as I think maybe his consciousness has in the present. I just, like, you know, I don't think bringing him into the Titans was a bad call, and especially when, you know, like Dawn said to him, you have to tell him the truth. And Dick did. He told him the truth. He said, you know, I've been lying to you. I mean, he was so honest, and I was so happy and impressed with that last episode, because I really thought maybe they'd lie to Jericho up until the time he died. But he told them the full truth, and then, you know, when Jericho wanted to meet his father and Dick said, yes, you should, I support that. And then, yeah, okay, the thing Dick did that was kind of unforgivable with Jericho was follow him to that meeting. But given that Deathstroke had literally just tried to kill, like, or just killed loads of people, killed, you know, Donna's Amazonian friends, and then left Donna, like, bleeding on the floor, that, if anything, I think Deathstroke was hoping Dick would follow him to the church so that he could say, look, Jericho, you can't trust them, or whatever. But, you know, I mean, yeah, okay, that put Jericho in a bad position. It made it look like Jericho had led Dick there. But I think when he was like, what? No, I didn't, like, his father believed that. And I don't know, Jericho could well have just stayed well out of the fight, but his inner goodness meant that he didn't want to, he just saw his friend about to die and jumped in the way. Maybe he hoped Deathstroke would turn around and go, oh, my son, and then not stab him. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think what Dick did was unforgivable. I was kind of worrying, because Titans is a show that is willing to go dark. You know, Dick has even had things in his life where he's been quite dark. I was thinking maybe Dick had done something with Jericho that even I would struggle to deal with. But he didn't. And then the level of reaction from the other Titans, like, yeah, okay, he should have told you, but I mean, at the end of the day, Jericho died, and it didn't change things very much. Deathstroke killed him. You know, things happen in the same way they happened before. So the rest of the Titans being like, oh, you lied to us. I mean, he didn't lie and say, oh, you know, it changes things a little bit. It changes that Deathstroke didn't intentionally kill his son. But for all Dick knew, when he had almost killed Donna, maybe Deathstroke was planning on just killing Jericho if I hadn't been with the Titans, you know. Like, he could have actually been saving Jericho's life by going there, you know. That wasn't his first primer thought, was just get Deathstroke. But I struggle with the fact that at the end of the day, Dick's great big secret was not that bad. And yet they all acted like his great big secret was Deathstroke taunted him, so he stabbed Jericho in the face. You know, it wasn't really his fault. The people I can understand being mad at him are the parents, even Deathstroke. Because he killed his own son, and I think he's never going to want to deal with that grief and that the realization that you murdered your own child, you're going to blame someone else so that you don't, you know. I mean, I feel like if you kill your own kid, how do you go on living? You channel that blame into somebody else. It was Dick's fault. It wasn't me. I also think that potentially Jericho jumped into his father. I did see some people floating that idea a little bit. And I wasn't 100% sure. I was thinking maybe that could explain why because I still feel like we don't know the full story, because Deathstroke didn't kill Dick. You know, even after he killed his son, you think he would have turned around and finished the job in rage, you know, oh, I've killed my son, die. But if Jericho jumped into his father and then Deathstroke, you know, sauntered out of the church, but then the rest of the Titans all thought Deathstroke was dead. So did they all just assume Deathstroke had committed suicide because he couldn't deal with killing his own son? And they were like, okay, like, you know, I'm not entirely sure why they all thought he was dead. There is still a tiny bit more to that story, I feel like, than what we've got. But I thought maybe the tiny bit more to that story was going to involve Dick's terrible secret, but it didn't. And so, like, Hank punching him, so uncalled for. And I think, like, we've seen with when Jason went to punch him, that Dick can tell something like that's coming, Dick can deflect it, but he was feeling so much guilt and so much self-hatred that he was fine with just standing there and being punched. I mean, I'm really, because they all know that Dick is a good person. They all know that he struggles with the darkness. They all know that his parents dying and the way Bruce raised him kind of messed him up a little bit. It gave him a lot of coping mechanisms. Some were good, some were bad. They know who Dick is. They've worked with him for so long. They were such a tight family unit that for them to all act like he's now a mass murdering, despicable human, I struggle with that, because they literally were all involved with him. Yeah, it was Dick's idea, but they all went along with it, you know. And Donna, why do I keep getting Donna and Dawn? They're vaguely similar names, I suppose. Dawn was the one that told him to be Batman. So he went and he did what he thought Batman would do. She knows, because she was dating him at the time, that his version of Batman is even darker than the real one. And, you know, Batman can go quite dark. Like, she knows that, and Dick wasn't the only one to blame, and I don't even think Dick was that to blame. And again, like, I think Jericho's mum, she was the one that was like, our son is with the Titans, you know. She also has some blame in that. And I think, yeah, I think that actually maybe he really, really was in Deathstroke, because otherwise I can't see her letting him just casually, I mean, okay, maybe because he's a murderer you wouldn't send him to leave, but like, why would you just let him like sit in your front room watching TV? I think you'd be like, get out of my house, you killed our son. So yeah, maybe that really was Jericho. Now Jericho's inside of Dick, and he's, you know, got him arrested, and I'm just really stressed about all of this. I can't see where this show's gonna go, and we've got, what, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 episodes left. That's not enough to deal with all of this, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm really struggling with the level of reaction the other Titans had. And then Donna saying to Rachel, of all people, about how like, oh, we're just little soldiers, they wouldn't tell us anything, and that was literally how they were treating the kids. It was mainly how Dick was treating the kids, I'll give them that, but they all could have said, well no Dick, we are telling them the truth. You know, like, Dick is making choices that aren't always wonderful, but they are all completely capable of showing him that that's not the right thing, or just being like, no, that's wrong, and I'm doing something different. I'm very intrigued about where Rachel went. Obviously her plan was that she wanted to get away. She didn't want to be with Dick, she didn't want to be with any of them, and she thought Donna was the one she could run away from easiest. I don't really know. But yeah, what Rachel is up to, and is Donna going to follow her? Did Donna just go home? We still need to know what those two got up to after they left, because we didn't really see that. So then, continuing a little bit of my annoyance with Hank, I mean, I think he's just in a really bad place. You know, I don't hate Hank, but he has very much irritated me. I mean, just, he knows that Dick isn't a terrible person. I know they've got this weird jealousy and stuff, but like, his level of reaction was quite apt for him, but it also is the part of him that I don't like. And then them going back home, I mean, I'm surprised the police weren't there, like I kept saying. Of course there were going to be people that would know who they were and struggle with that. And I think he's feeling a lot of the same guilt and stuff that Dick is feeling, and he's just sort of channeling it into initially hating Dick, and now into sort of thinking that their relationship isn't going to work. And I mean, Donna has spent so much of her time being there for him and looking after him and not minding it. But like, there were problems in their relationship from before, like when she was going out being Dove and not telling him. I mean, they do need to work on their relationship if it's going to last, but the way he ended it also wasn't particularly good. So I'm not sure really what's going to happen with them. How are they going to end up back in the fold? I mean, that does seem weird to me. Are they going to see that Dick's been arrested and come back? Is Gar going to then phone them and be like, please, look, I really need help, Dick's not answering? Is Donna going to phone them and be like, Rachel's vanished and I don't know what she's up to? I mean, there's a lot of stuff still going on there, and I just, where is the show going to go? Then we also still don't know what happened with Rose and Jason. I mean, I was really hoping that Jason and Dick would be in a better place, given, you know, the recent events, given kind of the fact that Jason saw Dick was willing to sacrifice himself to save Jason. You know, if Dick really thought he was this good for nothing lowlife, would he have done that? And then the fact that Dick tried to check on him as much as Dick could earlier in the episode, and like I said in 2 episodes ago, the rest of the Titans also could have gone and checked on Jason instead of just accusing him of being like a weird prankster. I don't know. And then Dick was the one that told, you know, he told him this dark secret of his to help him get back from the ledge, to kind of connect with him. I hope in the long run they're going to form more of a bond, because I think that's going to be what's going to help Jason grow as into a character that I care about. Rose, I'm still very bemused about. I mean, people have told me that she was Jericho's half-sister, that Deathstroke had a kid by someone else, which I accept, but did she even know Jericho? I mean, the concept of these people got a sibling you don't know killed would still get to you, but did she know Jericho in the first place? I mean, did they used to have meetups with his half-sibling? Like, I'm very intrigued about the dynamic there. I still need to know more about it. But yeah, that kind of, she was also the one that I could see being the most upset, because, you know, I get why Dick didn't tell her, but at the same time, like, I can see her being like, my brother, but Dick didn't kill her brother at all. Deathstroke did. So he was involved, he was part of it, but her saying to him, you killed my brother, like, he didn't. He was a big part of it, but Deathstroke killed him. If Deathstroke wasn't someone that liked to stab people, Jericho would still be running around being the sweetest little purest angel on the planet, rather than potentially being a slightly less cute and sweet spirit. that it's ruining everyone's lives. I'm just really sad if that is Jericho, because he was so precious, and like Dick said, he was too good for everyone. That, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but yeah, when Dick came face to face with Deathstroke and saying Jericho was too good for all of us and everything, I'm still not entirely sure whether or not like that was Deathstroke or Jericho, or if I'm just completely imagining this whole thing with Jericho being alive and jumping in people's bodies, I mean being like spirit alive. But that was a really like big moment in a way, and Dick is scared of being alone. Like, you know, we know from that thing, he's scared of everyone leaving him. I mean, his parents died and left him alone, and the circus didn't want him. Now, admittedly, I do think that, you know, I've forgotten his name. The guy he wanted to raise him from the circus, I think he genuinely thought he was doing the right thing by by telling him to be with Bruce. He was doing it because he loved it. But from a child's point of view, it's almost like, well, you don't want me. My parents are dead. They've left me. You don't want me. He fell out with Bruce. Kind of, and now everyone's left him. I mean, he still had Gar, and I truly believe Kory, if she hadn't got that text, would have stayed there, would have been with him, maybe would have gone with him, or would have stayed with Gar, but she would have really been there for him, I think. And I really, really like them together, and I really want more of that to come. But yeah, I can see why he feels this alone, and I mean, wanting to go to Greenland, like seriously, if I was like behind the, surely there should be someone they can press to get like a 24-hour site hold for people that are like, I want to go somewhere with loads of where there's no people and I have no stuff. You'd be like, okay, he's having a breakdown. Maybe he's going to enter a psych hold now rather than prison. I'm just very stressed about what's going to happen to Dick. I don't think he's going to like stay in prison forever, but you know, what's going to happen? I'm stressed. Was that just a way to stop him leaving the country, and now he'll just, you know, he won't fly out to Greenland, he'll just go home? What is happening? I'm very stressed. I feel like, am I missing? Oh yeah, of course, am I missing anything? Gar. Gar is the sweetest, purest angel left on the team. I mean, I love them all. But, like, he's just so good, and he tried so hard for that first day to be happy and loving life, looking after the Titans, and then, like, Dick didn't come back on the second day, and the third day he was just left alone. And I feel really bad for him. I think the problem is with this group of adults that are kind of looking after these kids who are like almost adults, is that those adults are in a really rough place. They are not mentally in a good headspace to look after anybody. But Gar was just too pure for this world, and like he just kind of thought, I've got this friend, he's so great and so wonderful, and he was kind of rushing the pitch a little bit, rushing into being a superhero without training. There was a reason Dick had them all locked up in the tower, training and training and training and training. It was to get them ready for real world situations. And so taking Connor out and telling him that you've just got to save people in the city, of course that was going to go wrong, but of course an overexcitable superhero lover like Gar wouldn't see it that way. So I don't think it wasn't an insurmountable mistake for him or for Connor, I think, and we're going to get through this. I just need someone to go back and help him soon. Maybe Kory's going to end up going back. So yeah, I loved the budding friendship between Connor and Gar, and I hope that what's happened isn't going to ruin that. And Eve's still out there somewhere. Connor, you're going to be okay. Just go back to the tower and Gar can help you. I don't know. We're going to fix this. We have time. We have hopefully many more seasons as well. Then we have Kory and her sister, and I feel really sad for her friend that died, because he seemed great. And the fact that she had to do it, she had to kill her. I mean, he asked her to. It was a mercy killing in a way, but I mean, she's obviously got a very complex relationship with her sister, and I think looking back, you could even say that Kory wasn't the best sister. You know, that maybe Kory wasn't that great to her, that she teased her and she made fun of her and that kind of, oh, she can't take part in things. You know, but I mean, I think that's a very big sistery thing to do. That's not a thing that turns you into a mass murdering, like, evil queen. And also, from the sounds of it, that was something that was coming from the adults in their lives. You know, the children are very, can be very very easily influenced. So if you've got parents that are like making fun of one of their kids, or just, oh, why have we got this stupid useless one, you could see Kory kind of, and being spoiled, taking that on. But I think if that was the case, coming to Earth has been really good for her, and she's kind of grown a lot as a character. Maybe she did some of that before she left her planet, who knows. But I don't want Kory to ever leave and go back to her planet, but at the same time it's kind of like, what else is going to happen? I guess she assumed that she was going to take the throne, and she had her parents there to look after it for her. She had people that she could trust, but now they're all dead. I mean, I don't know how we're going to get to keep Kory, because surely she's going to want to go back, stop her sister, and then take over. I don't know where this plot is going to go for the long term, and I'm worried we're going to lose Kory. I was hoping that we could keep her forever, and I'm very stressed about this now. And I think for her, I mean, again, I think this is every character in the show, especially the adults, has got a thing where they have made a mistake and it's hurt people, and they didn't mean to do it. In the same way that, you know, her not wanting to go back and take on the crown, her wanting to just have a life on Earth and just have fun and just be a person that she wants to be, that has got a lot of people killed. Now, again, she hasn't done anything wrong. If her sister wasn't a murdery, evil queen person, that wouldn't have happened. In the same way that if Deathstroke wasn't a villain, Jericho wouldn't be dead. If Deathstroke and Dr. Light weren't a thing, the boy that Hank and Dawn liked wouldn't be dead. You know, none of them have directly done anything wrong, but their choices and their actions have caused bad things to happen, and I think that's a lot of stuff where they can all relate if they would just come back together and be together. So I'm very happy that we got more Kory in this episode, but I'm very stressed about it as well. Oh, so this was like, I'm very stressed for all the characters basically, and like I do not want to wait a week after that ending. Excuse you, what the hell is happening? Thank you for watching.